Hey there, everybody. Welcome to our reaction to the Big Brother 25 finale. It has been 100 days. This is the first day we're waking up without being like, what's happening on the live feeds? Where are we? What is life anymore?
Yeah, no more live feeds. We have a winner. I mean, how are you guys feeling about the winner? The winner is Jag. He got the final HOH. He took Matt and he won 5-2. How are you guys feeling about this win? Let us know in the comments. How are you feeling? Matt picked Jag to win and his winner pick was correct. So
Yeah, okay. See, I'm kind of doing the confetti, but here's the thing. Do I still get credit for this when I bailed on Jag
you
a
do.
couple weeks ago because I was mad at him?
Yeah, you can be mad at him and also take your W.
Okay.
You got it correct.
Okay, well, that's a weird looking W, but okay, boom, look at that, everyone. Okay, yeah, everybody's just gonna stop watching. Matt, stop your victory laps. Listen, I don't get things right that often here. The funniest thing is that this is coming out of the season of Only Murders in the Building. I won't spoil that show here, but I did something kind of similar over there where I had this theory I wrote out for most of the season, and I bailed on it, and then that theory ended up being right. And I was just like, what's wrong? What is wrong with me, everyone?
Yeah.
It's time for my therapy now. We're going to try to self-analyze what's wrong with me. But okay, no. We're going to talk about the finale, how we got here, our thoughts on Jag on a winner, as a winner.
Mhm.
Also, Big Brother reindeer games. Who's excited for that?
Yeah, we will talk about that as well. I mean, we just have so much to talk about in this video, but we also have a lot more coming up at the channel. We already have a review up for All Mankind, which premiered on Apple TV last night.
Yeah.
The Curse, Showtime's big show of the year. We're going to be having something coming up on that shortly in a couple hours.
Yeah.
We're going to be covering Fargo, Beacon 23, A Murder at the End of the World. There's a ton of stuff coming up. Reachers coming up in
Yes.
December. So hit that subscribe button. Stick with us. We really appreciate all your support this season by hitting that subscribe button and
Yeah.
sticking with us. You really help the channel and you help Matt and I. So thank you.
We really, really appreciate that. And we love talking about TV. TV is a year-round experience, and there's so much good scripted stuff coming up, and the SAG strike is over. Like, that is another great thing to celebrate. Okay, let's celebrate Jag's win here for a second, because it's pretty clear. Was he perfect this season? No, he was not even close to perfect, but did he have a pretty good finale? Yeah, like you said, he got the final HOH. He took Matt, and at first, I was like, okay, this is terrible. Why are you taking Matt? Like, he still shouldn't have taken Matt. I think if he takes Bowie Jane, he wins probably unanimously. Like, who is voting for Bowie Jane on that jury?
No, 100%. I mean, he took a chance. And I mean, it was interesting watching BB Twitter last night where it was just like, what a mistake. He made such a mistake. Oh my goodness, Matt has it. He's just, his jury management was a little bit better than Jags. Jags was really kind of terrible. Matt's was like, okay. But then we got to those speeches and I saw Twitter just do a complete flip and be like, "Oh, Matt, oh no, that's just your final speech is just terrible." So, I mean, that can really change things.
There were two things that I think really worked in Jack's favor here. Like, number one, before evicting Bowie Jane, he basically just reminded her that she promised she would vote for him if she was on the jury. And, Bowie Jane has her integrity. She's not going to be blown up there on live TV and been like, you said you were going to do this. And then if she didn't do it, A+ strong arming on the part of Jag there so that Bowie Jane couldn't act bitter or upset or anything else.
Yeah.
Also, like you said, the speeches. The speech from Matt, no bueno, way too subdued, way too willing to just let Jag have credit for things. Like, sure, Jag was a little bit too aggro in his final speech, but he was also very clear and very adamant of what he did in the game. Like, I said in advance, I was very worried that Jag was going to go up there and just not own the things that he did. he took credit for everything. He probably took credit for things that he shouldn't have taken full credit for. But you know what? That's what you got to do. You got to make people believe that you knew what you were doing the whole time.
Yeah, he took a lot of credit for everything. He owned a lot of the moves that he made and a lot of the things that he did. And I mean, you really can't ask for much more than that. You want to see somebody at the end own their game, even if it's you're taking credit for a couple things that maybe you did or did not really do, but just the same. I mean, Jag did a way better job explaining what he did and how he got there and why he deserved to win.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's good to be people's friends, and it's good to have that loyalty, and that friendship and that loyalty did help Matt to get, a couple of votes. And
Mhm.
so hats off to Matt from that. Like, I don't think he's a terrible player by any means, but Jag was the clear winner of these two. Like, we talked about this, in the last live feed update, that we both felt like Jag played the better game. And
Mhm.
here is kind of the big picture, because there's, of course, going to be a lot of people that are like, how can you say, big brother, big brain people, that Jag is a good winner when he was previously evicted? There are a handful of winners that are not the best winners, but also benefited heavily from twists. Jordan, Rachel with that HOH stuff late in season 13. There are others like, I mean, heck, America's Player had a very big role in Big Brother 8. Like, there's a lot of winners who benefit from twists. So I just put Jag with all of them. Also, the time in which, from when he came back into the game to the end of the season,
Mhm.
this season's so long, that's basically a full season of Big Brother right there. So if you just want to act like that first part where he was terrible was a completely different season.
Yeah, I'm not one of these people that thinks that if you got evicted or you got kicked out or whatever, Survivor, what Big Brother, whatever show, that you can't come back and win or that should be held against you unless you kind of waste your opportunity. You come back and you just float around, you don't really do anything. That's like, okay, well, great. You had a second chance and you blew it. But Jag didn't do that. And I'm not here being like, man, Jag's such a great winner. I don't feel that way. Like he's fine for the cast and for what was going on 100 days, but
Yeah.
he didn't come back and waste the opportunity. He played pretty hard. He did win a lot. He did make some moves. I mean, he didn't waste his opportunity.
Yeah, and he did a good job of making it clear that he really tried every single time someone was on the block or somebody was HOH to make sure that he got his own target out. Like, he really accented how the full scope of his game worked, and not just the strategic side, not just the physical side, like all of them put together. And I give him a lot of credit for that. Also, we can't lose sight of the fact that yes, Matt did save him, but it's because of the social game that Jag built up with Matt and the allegiance that was there that
Mhm.
Matt wanted to save Jag. And so it was a big wake up call for Jag that he just completely screwed up his own game for a long period of time. I think, he got too much in the, I don't know what to call it, but just like the post Riley experience, it took a little bit of time for Jag and some of these other people to just recover from that.
Well, also sometimes it takes time to find your footing, like the first couple weeks are always a little bit questionable. You don't really know who to trust. You're still building, different relationships. Like this is a hard game.
Yeah, it's a very hard game. 100 days makes it so much harder. And yeah, like there were some things that Jag and Matt said closer to the end of the game that I don't like, that was uncomfortable to watch. I'm
Yep.
interested to sort of see how they continue to address some of that moving forward, if they can, sort of take accountability for the things that they said, and also, the moves that they made and how they played the game and how they feel about that. Like, they're going to have their own adjustment period, but for us, let's just talk briefly here. What the season overall, we've made it to the other side of it. How are we feeling?
Eh, it was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, there was only kind of a few highlights in the cast for me that I was really like interested in, thought, had some good potential, had some fun moments. Of course, I really like Suri.
Mhm.
Heisem shouldn't have gone,
Uh,
and of course Felicia for me. But I mean, outside that, there was too, like, it was just safe playing. All these people throwing HOHs. Nobody wanted power. Nobody wanted to get blood on their hands. There was way too much of that where it was just like, is anybody playing?
I think one of the big problems is Bowie Jane obviously made it way too far. And I'm not trying to just dogpile Bowie Jane. She's just terrible as a house guest. No real competitive drive. Losing Heisem, like you said, Heisem, you are a king. You are incredibly entertaining.
Okay.
He said it himself. Heisem was incredible television.
He is.
Izzy, I loved Izzy. Like, losing Izzy was a
Yes.
huge blow for me. It's just, it's classic Big Brother sometimes where you lose the really entertaining people fairly early on. You get some people who aren't as exciting to watch, who end up making it pretty far. The whole zombie week thing was just a complete disaster.
Yeah, that was a disaster. Everything with Luke was a disaster.
Yeah.
Like at the end of this, with the three of them and the way that they were like talking about doing these things to Felicia to keep her up for days and days, disaster. Like there was just a lot of negativity in this season. There were some good moments, like I said, but
Yeah.
overall it was just kind of like, am I gonna really look back at this season and it's like, oh, this is a really memorable season? The answer is no.
Yeah, this isn't Big Brother 14 or,
No.
Big Brother 17 that I really liked. And I thought that was a really fun, just sort of hot mess. And even, everything with Big Brother 23, which I thought was really entertaining for a lot of it. Like, I think this season, it had its moments, but you know what? We get to sort of take some time, reflect on all of it, and let's just not take a lot of time and reflect on America's favorite player, Cameron, because, okay, we all should have seen this coming. This was the Facebook machine versus the Twitter machine. Facebook Team Cameron, Twitter Team Suri. I think what happened, though, was there was also a Twitter Team America, and they fought each other too much. Like it was just all of Twitter needed to be united for a singular cause.
No, it's true. And I think a lot of this is just my tinfoil hat. I think a lot of the casuals just they weren't watching the live feed, so they didn't really sort of see any other side of Cameron outside of what the show showed. And the show really portrayed him as like this like fun, interesting, hard player. Like, so if casuals are voting, I'm actually not surprised that he won.
On the show, Cameron was Captain America, basically. You could
Yes.
give him a shield, a costume. On the feeds, Cameron was Captain something, where he was just, I don't know. The less I say about Cameron at this point, the better. I mean, we already had our hard hats on for this. Like, we were prepared for this result. Ultimately, the people who are popular, you guys are all going to be fine. You're all going to do whatever you want to do. Maybe you'll get on other shows. You'll get SpawnCon. You'll get your money in other places.
Okay, let's talk about Big Brother Reindeer Games. It is premiering December 11th, which is around the same time as Reacher. So, as I said, we're going to be covering Reacher here at the channel.
Okay, here's the big question. Would I rather watch Reacher punch things, or would I rather watch... Yes, I would. I'm sorry, Big Brother Reindeer Games, but Reacher punching things is a way bigger priority.
Yeah.
This show just... okay, I don't want to sound like I'm just being a hater, but this is dumb. Like, this is just a really... I don't understand this idea. Okay, I'll just give you the summary here according to the press release.
I understand the idea. They don't have content because there's been a SAG strike and a writer's strike for all this time. And they're like, uh-oh, we need to have something on in December.
Sure, I get that. Can you have something that's not this? Can you have something that's even just Big Brother entertainment-wise? Give me, I don't know, an hour of Dan reading slam poetry. I would prefer that over whatever this is. Like, okay, Big Brother Reindeer Games kicks off when Santa invites 9 iconic former Big Brother players. And I have this feeling there's going to be some players involved in this that are not on the nice list. I don't know why Santa's going to invite them to this, including someone from this most recent season. So somebody from this season's probably going to be on it. And they're going to Santa's magical kingdom or world where the reindeer games will take place. Over the action-packed holiday-themed episodes, Santa's elves, which include Derek X, Tiffany, and Jordan Lloyd. Like, what a weird combination of people. It's like two people from season 23, which season 23 is apparently, Big Brother's new season 16. It's like production clearly loves season 23, but
Yeah.
these three are going to guide BB Legends through the most holiday-rific, challenging, and unpredictable competitions. Each episode features three competitions culminating in Santa's showdown that determines which player goes home. Only 4 Big Brother legends make it to the finale, guys, and only one player with the festive fortitude, who wrote this, will walk away with the 100,000 grand prize and, of course, save the holidays.
Yeah. Who do you think is coming back from this season?
I want to just say Cameron.
It's Cameron. I feel it's Cameron. We don't know for sure. I feel very confident it's Cameron. If that's who America's favorite player is, I'm sure CBS is looking at that being like, okay, I got you.
Yeah, I just have a hard time thinking it's anything otherwise at this point. This is the thing. This is not Big Brother. Why are we calling this Big Brother? There's no live feeds. It's being taped in advance. Nobody's even living in the house. It's just competitions. If we want to watch people just do competitions, like, you can watch the challenge, and even the challenge has a little bit more than just competitions. This is just, yes, you accented this perfectly. This is just CBS wanting to have something because they're not going to have their scripted stuff on the air for a while.
Yeah, no, they're not. And I mean, I think Bachelor's done something like this where they had like a whatever it was, like summer games,
winter games.
Yeah, I mean, it's just content.
Yeah.
Guys, they need content. And I completely understand. I mean, nobody's been working like since like last March or April or whatever. It's been a very, very long time. It's actually surprising to me when we were looking at our schedule for November and it's like, oh, we actually have a lot of shows coming up considering nobody's worked for almost the whole year.
Okay, yeah, so that's reindeer games. Like, I'm not super excited by the concept, obviously. I don't understand why they just didn't do Celebrity. Because Celebrity, you could kind of do over a similar time frame. Yeah, it'd have to be probably a little bit longer, but people would be way more excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, and now, the SAG strike is over, so celebrities would be able to come and do this show. It's just, yeah, this is where they decided to go, and, here we are. Let us know if you guys are going to be watching Big Brother Reindeer Games.
Give us your dream cast. This is the other thing. It's gonna all just be like comp beasts. Like, it's not gonna be there's not gonna be many nerds in Big Brother Reindeer Games. I feel, just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it, guys. That's the end of Big Brother 25. We've made it. Congratulations, Jag. You have done it. You have made me look smart, even though everything in picking winner picks is completely random and there's nobody should take too much credit for having a winner pick when you don't even see people in the house. I'm totally undermining my own credibility, but it's true.
I know. Take your win. You did this. You did it. You did it.
I'm taking the win, but I did nothing. I just sat here and I was just like, I like that person. My great strategic brain, everyone. Okay, now thank you guys for your support. We really appreciate it. Also, you can see there on our screen our latest episode of Survivor 45. Take a look at that. Thank you to our patrons for your support, and we'll see you here next time.